we already have a disaster in the making. You got Michelle Obama here, sitting next to across from Tracy Ellis Ross. Where can this go? No one knows, but let's see what this is about.
You look gorgeous.
So do you, babe. Thank you for being here. And thank you all. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. This is really a wonderful moment. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Look at those earrings.
That wonderful.
What the fuck is this? Look at this. That should look like a tic-tac-toe. I don't know what. Don't that hurt your ears? Look at this.
Full applause. I really appreciate it.
All right, so something else. If you think about body proportions, which most of the time it's true, they say your arm span is most likely how tall you are. They say where it goes from your elbow to your wrist is your shoe size or how big your feet are. What the fuck size is this? This should look every bit of a men's 12. Look at this. Because I think it's true. I think it holds true, right? And so for men, there's this other theory to where it goes from your wrist to your middle finger. Yeah. If y'all know what that's about, we know what that's about. And I think it holds true. 12, maybe? Let's continue.
Wasn't for me. Okay. So I have been lucky enough to have many conversations with you through the years, most of them personal, but some public. And one of the consistent things about our conversations and our connection is our curiosity about how to navigate life, no matter what kind of life it is that you're living, with care and joy, while being fully yourself, and how you connect yourself to a larger purpose.
This is all bullshit. And you know why? This is a movie. This is a show. This is a presentation. This is an attempt to get some type of narrative going or to continue to keep the narrative going. And you know why? This is her script. She has a script. It's a presentation. There's nothing genuine about anything that we're looking at. And that's who these people are. And I don't know why y'all continue to think you identify with these people or these people identify with you, because they don't. Let's look at this.
So coming together to talk about The Look, your latest book that chronicles your style and your beauty journey, feels particularly special for me because we get to have yet another conversation about your groundbreaking significance as First Lady and the extraordinary woman that you are, but this time through a new lens. Through the lens of fashion and hair, fashion as a language that can facilitate purpose. I'm a believer in the agency and opportunity that fashion can offer. How we express ourselves through what we wear can tell people how we want them to regard us. It's not always about the what, sometimes it's just about the how. Our clothes can be a tool for creativity and joy, an expression of freedom. They can connect us to our history and message the future. It can seem like an unimportant and frivolous.
So like I'm looking at this and like I know who's in the audience. Vulnerable, shallow Black women are the ones that's pretty much in the audience. What? Okay, and one would presume you had to pay money to go see this movie, this play, this presentation. Why do y'all buy into this bullshit? She's reading a fucking script. Finish that card, go to the next card, go to the next card. The only thing that's missing is a director that's saying cut and action. And y'all buy into this nonsense.
This topic, and for a Black woman who is our first Black First Lady, it is certainly not. During your years, I swear I'll get to a question. During your White House years, you used what you wore as a language. You used what you wore as an opportunity to tell the world who you are and what you
Size
believe
12.
in. And honestly, this book could have just been a bunch of beautiful pictures, and we would have eaten it up, and we would have loved it.
She
but
said
in
it.
perfect Michelle Obama fashion, you did more. So up until this point, you've not spoken publicly about fashion. You let your clothes do their own talking, and they've talked really well. But now you've decided to publish this book. So why this book, and why now?
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you all. Why this book? Why this book now? During the 8 years that I was First Lady, I purposefully avoided talking about fashion because I thought it would be a distraction from everything else that I did. I realized very early on that as a woman in the public eye, and I write about this, is that we are often reduced to what we look like. We are often attacked for what we look like, and I experienced that during the first campaign. I realized that I could give a passionate, substantive speech, and it would be covered well in person, but in the press, invariably it would start out with, "She was wearing a blank," as if I had said nothing at all. So that experience kind of shook me to think, I don't want to be.
You have to exalt, and you have to pedestalize. You have to put Black women on just this pedestal. I am more than the way that I look. I am speaking. You should listen to what I'm saying, because I really believe what I'm saying, and that it has so much substance, and it means something to me, and therefore it should mean something to you. Delusional, self-absorbed, narcissistic motherfuckers like her. The fuck makes you any different or any better than any other Black woman that's out here doing her shit and getting her shit? You're having a whole fucking movie presentation forum about you? You rented out a theater. You're on stage. A whole production with lights, with camera, with action. And you are up here fucking talking about you? This is, in a lot of Black women eat this shit up. She is shitting on y'all. She's playing in your face. She's saying, I'm me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to exalt me. I want you to worship me. This is what she said. She said, I'm better than you. But at the same time, she's going to continue to do this victim thing.
Solely defined by how I look, what I wear. I want my work to speak for itself. But now that we're almost 10 years out of the White House and I've written 2 books, I think, yes, y'all.
Buy my book.
It has been a while, That former part is real. Former.
Hold on. Size 12. Size 12. These motherfuckers are bigger than my feet. Look at this. And she crossing her legs like this because that dick is all crunched up in there and is not comfortable. You know what? I was about to go somewhere, but let's continue.
We don't want to believe it.
It is true. It's been almost a decade that we have been in the White House, and I've written 2 books, and I really do feel like the world, the country knows who I am. So now it's time to talk about the how of fashion, because I knew it was always important. I wanted to wait until it felt like it was time, and I think now is a good time. As you said, the book is a collection of beautiful photographs. It is a lovely walk down memory lane, but I want everybody who gets the book to read the essays as well. We have a wonderful foreword by my dear friend Farrah Griffin, who I think is here. There she goes. And I take you through the journey, the process. I want you to meet the team. So this book is as much an homage to the people who helped me be me in that period of time. You're going to learn about them, their stories, their journeys.
And you allow them to tell their own story, which is beautiful.
Absolutely.
They use through their own voices.
Their stories are amazing. They were all kids when they started out. I mean, I'm literally talking, Yanae, my hairstylist was 19 years old when she came to the White House and was working under Johnny Wright. But this team is amazing.
One of the things, so I'm going to brag and say Michelle and I are friends, and I can actually call her Michelle after all these years.
Yeah.
It took me a really long time.
It's like Tracy. Come on, girl.
It was weird. It was hard, though, because, there's so much reverence. But it's weird. You don't want to curtsy when you see your friends for dinner. It's weird.
No. Gets old. It's like, get up, girl. Get up.
But one of the things that's really special about you and your husband is your teams have remained the same. So since, because I campaigned early, it was 2007 when I met you guys.
Yeah.
And the team is the same. So many of the same people, and it's a really beautiful testament to who you are.
Yeah.
And even the fact that you would write a book and allow not just to talk about your team, but to allow them to use their own voice is such an expression of who you are and how you were First Lady and how you are as a human being. And so it is wonderful to read in that sense, even though it is a picture book, it's wonderful to read. So thank you. Mine's all marked up.
Yeah. And fashion is it's real business. It's a job.
Yes.
And that's what you learn, especially as a woman. I don't know about you men, but it takes a lot of work to show up in a way that we're expected to show up. And
so what's the chances of Michelle Obama, after writing this book, what's the chance of her coming out with a fashion line? Buy her book to see how she looks, but do you want to purchase her look in an effort to be like her? This shit is crazy, right? So you're so self-absorbed. It's like, be like me. But don't be like me. I need you to be beneath me. I need to talk to you and I need to preach to you and tell you and remind you on a consistent basis why you're not me. That's what these elitist motherfuckers do. Y'all buying into these narratives that they should show the crowd. I bet that motherfucker is damn near packed with gullible, vulnerable, easily manipulated women who listen to this shit and soaking all this shit up. Oh, he's such an inspiration to us. Chances are, no, you're not even going to ascend to 1/10 of what she has done. What? She put this book out and she makes y'all think that y'all can get somewhere close to it. Oh, it's possible. Oh, it's definitely possible. But is it probable? Fuck no, it's not. Continue to listen to this self-absorbed person. Let's go.
My team has worked tirelessly behind the scenes with no fanfare, no acknowledgement, because that was important because we didn't talk about fashion. And now I want to give them some shine. And I also want to give some shine to all of the incredible designers who supported me all throughout the years.
And so, as the first Black First Lady and all of these type of things, there's a plethora of things you could have wrote a book about to actually help people. What did you decide to do, Michelle? You wrote about fashion. That's what you did. You didn't write about families, the importance of family. You have your family. Your daughters changed their name because, for whatever reason, I guess the Obama name is kind of like a stain on them. And so they changed their name and they don't really want to be associated with that or anything like that. Allegedly. For real, actually. And a million things you could have wrote a book about. You wrote a book about fashion. Just so shallow. Just so vain. But if you put that up against other things you could have written about. Now, I do believe that the way you go out in public, right? That's your uniform. That's what you tell the world that they deserve. Is the way that you go out in public and the way that you look, that's your uniform, and you present a certain thing, right? So yes, absolutely. That is important. But the so-called influence that you think you have, the resources could have been spent in another direction as opposed to what you wear. You could have easily came out here and told younger women, this is what you need to do to secure family, have children, do this for your husband, do this as a woman, do this. No. Don't do that. Are you a woman? Well, if you identify as that, I guess you are. That's what society says.
I don't know if any one of them are here, but fashion is meaningful, and there are a lot of people who work. They made dresses, they sewed buttons, they did all the things, not even knowing whether I would put on the thing that they made.
And also, during the time that you were in the White House, you gave platform to so many designers that didn't have a voice, or weren't. That's not true. Everyone has a voice, that weren't in the light in that way. I can think of a whole bunch of different names. Cocoon, and they've left me now. Jason Wu,
Philip Lim, and Tracy Reese, and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Because when you go to Washington, there are a lot of, this is how we've always done it, that is thrown at you, the expectation. And when it came to fashion, there were a limited number of designers who had an expectation that they would be able to dress the First Lady. And some people got a little attitude about it. It was an expectation. But if you recall, our administration was about opening up opportunities for more people. It was always about expanding opportunities for people who otherwise wouldn't have it. those opportunities. Talented, qualified, diverse people. And now is the time for us to be reminded of the power, the influence, the contribution of immigrants, of women, of minorities, of people of all races, and it is particularly true when it comes to the fashion community.
So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. They got y'all vulnerable ass women sucked in to what they doing is buy my book, buy my product, go to my podcast, like with Michelle Obama, right? And soon she's gonna come out with her own clothing line, and you know what's gonna happen? You vulnerable ass motherfuckers are going to buy some dumb shit that she's gonna be bringing out. If you like this video, comment on this video, share this video. This is Mr. Info 5000, Mr. Info 5000.